Bienvenido and Joaquin. I hope each and every one of you feels welcome. Listen, get into the next topic. It is Mental Health Monday. Yes, it is. And what are we talking about today, you might ask? Well, we're going to talk about normalizing, talking about mental health. Yep, that's the topic for today. I'm going to make this short, quick, simple, and sweet, but I love my Mental Health Mondays. I'm so glad we live in a place today that we're even talking about it. It's so hard to go back and think about our past and how we just, first of all, we didn't understand mental health the way we do today. We definitely didn't discuss mental health the way we do today. And the fact that when anybody was a little bit different, when it looked different, we saw things differently, we just called people crazy. They were just crazy. Oh, she crazy. And not in a funny way. We really thought everybody was just crazy. If you were different than me, different than what we classified as the norm, you were crazy. And so now it's easy for us to use crazy as, girl, you're so crazy. It's easier. But back in the day, it was crazy because something was wrong, right? We have better terminology today. We have proper terminology today. And that makes me excited. It makes me really happy. Because we talk about how people's brains are wired. We have all the diagnoses throughout mental health and all the symptoms and treatments and what they mean and what they do and how you act and react. Like, we have so much information now. I wanted to be on my platform, my channel here, and talk about that. I want us to continue to normalize talking about our mental health. It's therapeutic for some. Some are still stuck in that box where I'm black and that's not what we do. Well, I'm black and I have done it. Just putting it out there. We don't like, talking about it, but we should talk about it. It's therapeutic for some people being able to talk about it. So with that being said, I just want to encourage anyone that struggles with mental health personally, or live in a household, or maybe even work with somebody that has a obvious mental issue, that if it's a safe place for that person or yourself, talk about it. Again, it's therapeutic for some people, not everybody. So I don't recommend or encourage anybody to do anything in life that's not comfortable to you. If it's not fitting to you, scratch making it normal if it's not your thing. But I think it's a healthy thing. I think it's a good thing. It puts a lot of us in a great space to be able to talk things out. I talked about in my previous topic, I'm not good with holding things in. It makes me feel like a pressure cooker that's about to explode. I don't like that feeling. When I get it out, I'm free. It frees me of that feeling. And feelings are a real thing as well, how we feel. You go to therapy and they talk about how you feel. Express how you feel to your husband, your partner, your whatever. How you feel. It's such a thing. At first I thought it was like overrated. Like, can everybody stop saying we need to talk about how we feel? Like, enough. It's enough. But it really does help. It's a good feeling for a lot of us. And a lot of us it isn't. But I definitely promote it. And I definitely promote like researching different things. Because if there's a mental health situation in front of you, whether it be your own or someone you live with or someone you know, and you don't understand it, it's very hard to deal with. It's hard to deal with. So I'd say research it. I also like the fact that today we hear it less where people try to talk against Googling things. It used to be, oh my God, you found that on Google. Oh, you Googled that. It was a terrible thing to do. You don't trust things online. Baby, reliable resources are now online. It's more trustworthy because you could go to actual medical websites and read things. I mean, you definitely go to a trusted website, but if it's coming from a university of medicine, why would you not trust that? Now, if you're just Googling something and the source is unknown, you have no idea what that website is or whatever you're reading it could be some stuff thrown together. I don't know. We're not talking about Google like that, but my whole point in bringing it up is to research it. If I'm a person where I have to understand things, so research it. And once you research and maybe have a better understanding, that's where you make it safe and can normalize having a conversation about it. I wouldn't recommend going to talk to somebody about their mental health issue and you have no knowledge of it. You don't know what's going on with them. Then you can't relate, you can't understand, you can't give feedback. You're just sitting there like a deer caught in the head, like, what are you talking about? Your what happens when your what do what? And when you don't take your medicine what? It's not going to benefit nobody. It's like death. Sometimes people know exactly what to say. Sometimes people don't know what to say. My thing is keep your mouth closed. Or find out what's the best thing to say in certain situations. So that's where the Google part comes in at. Somebody tells you they're bipolar, research it. You actually can research, how do I talk to someone with bipolar? I'm sure something will come up. How do I deal with someone with it? I'm sure something will come up. So everything's online now in a positive way. Not everything is positive, but you can research and find positive resources is what that statement meant that I just said. And I weed through things. When I put stuff on my channel, I weed through it. I go and I'm like, yeah, I don't know that source, whatever. And I weed through it. Or if it's very generic, I know it makes sense regardless of where it came from. Like if there's a crisis center phone number. It's a crisis center phone number. You know, it's a place you can call and get that help. So, again, I strongly encourage normalizing talking about mental health. We have so many things. Bipolar, ADHD, depression, stress, schizophrenia. We have so many different things. And normalizing talking about them in a positive light can certainly be beneficial to someone who needs that listening ear, who needs somebody to talk to, somebody to understand them, somebody to relate, somebody to hear them pour out, and then you can give them a great big hug and just simply say, I understand and I'm with you. I understand and I'm here for you. However support looks to you, I just recommend being supportive to someone that you know is struggling with mental health. And I say that so much because people fall into dark places. They fall into dark holes and crisis situations because they didn't have anybody. Nobody was listening. Nobody understood. Nobody was having the conversations with them. And again, I'm going to wrap this up, but I want to wrap it up with the takeaway of normalizing mental health and talking about it so that we can continue to evolve and get away from talking about it negatively. That's the takeaway. That would be my takeaway for this topic. Normalizing, talking about mental health so we can continue to evolve to speak about it in a positive light. And not people are crazy and people are negative and people are weird or strange. That's it. I thank you all for watching. Stay tuned. Keep watching. I will see you all next time.